Yeah, and I was always amazed when it says it's 2.3 servings. How do you get 2.3 servings? What do you do? Measure it out? Can't you make it just one fucking serving? That's what the government should have. It's one serving or it's 5 servings, and you can't make these funny other sizes, okay?
One fucking serving. Or if you're in Canada,
one serving.
It's 1.4
Come on.
servings, right?
Isn't a giant bag of cheese doodles just one serving? Let's be accurate.
Sure it is.
Okay,
Sure it is.
it's a single serving.
Should say it's one serving if you're a fat bastard, which you likely are if you're buying this.
If you can eat it in one sitting, it's one serving.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Hello, Isabella.
You know they have these. Keebler has their cookies now in their bags with those cellophane things you can pull off.
Oh, the individual cellophane thing, yeah.
No, you pull the lid off and it's got the sticky stuff and you can reseal it.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, no, there's no point to that. You know, you open it up, you're going to eat the whole fucking box. There's no point to it.
Yeah. I don't get some of those packages that you can apparently unseal and seal. One of the ones that's absolutely amazes me are the salad greens. You know, the ones that come in the little earth box or whatever they are. And then you're supposed to pull the top off, and when you pull the top. But actually, I was over at my girlfriend's house the other day, and she had a box of that. But you know, it's when the last little bit and it's turned mushy green, and it's sort of like whatever happens to it. So I said to her, she didn't need to go to the health store and buy that frickin', green protein powder. Just eat the bottom of the box. You got it right there for me, homemade.
She throw it at you.
Probably more healthy.
I mean, come on. Here, let me open the top. Doesn't it smell like that stuff you have? All right, I'll close it again. Yeah. What's the oldest thing in your refrigerator? Anybody here? What's the oldest thing that's in your refrigerator? How old is it? What is it? And how old is it?
God.
How long have you been keeping it?
Not Jess, I'm afraid to look.
Month ago.
I don't know, but
Hard-boiled eggs that expired a month ago? You buy them hard-boiled already?
No, I wait until they're old and then I hard boil them and then I forget they're in there and they just.
And then you throw them out. That's really a great use of energy, I'll tell you. That's good.
Thanks for the greenhouse effect. We appreciate it.
Well, I sequester them for a month. I mean, what do you want?
These are eggs, okay?
Well, there's dozens of them.
hatch
Is it a jury trial?
Hello, Bevan. Marmalade Jam. That's a good one. And do you know how old it is, Bevan? Does it have like that caramelized coloring on it yet?
It's
A
the
Girl
fur on
Scout
the
to
top.
try to sell me cookies. Yeah. I mean, they now, in order to sell you shit, they put expiration in everything.
Sure.
Yeah. Buy a Mac computer. It tells you right at the top. This expires.
Sand expiration.
Yeah, sand.
$3,000.
Water does expire, though. Hello, hippie.
My
What do you
biggest
mean
gotta hit
water
me.
expires?
is printer
Yeah.
ink expiring.
Printer ink expiring. Does it expire?
Apparently so, according to the
Yes, it
license.
does.
Once it's been opened, I guess it does dry out eventually.
Duracell says their batteries last for 10 years. Why can't everything else last for 10 years?
Who knows? There's a lot of companies getting out of making printers. Packard just announced they're going to stop making them. There's no money in it.
Who?
I didn't know they were still
Hewlett
around.
Packard didn't say they're not making printers. Stop it.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was another company.
It's another company, Lenovo.
Oh, you mean
Lenovo.
Hewlett
Lexmark.
Packard?
Lexmark. That's who it was. Lexmark.
Lexmark.
Hewlett Packard.
Yes, that's it.
Lexmark. I got Lexmark printers all over my house.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to stop making them.
They've been almost out of the business for years.
Instead, they're going into the baking business. By the way, did you know, how many of you know that all the bread that you buy from everywhere is actually made by a Mexican company called Grupo Bimbo? I don't care where you are right now on the planet. If you're eating bread, it comes from Grupo Bimbo.
It's such a great name.
Really?
Yeah, look it up. Find
See
your
Bimbo
stuff.
bread in Walmart. It cracks me up.
Yeah, Grupo Bimbo.
Ingredients are in
They
every
make
bread.
they make the Entenmann's cheesecakes too. Crumb cakes. They make Entenmann's. They make all the stuff. Wonder Bread, Arnold's, you name it. Grupo
Wow,
Bimbo.
all this time I've been eating a bunch of bimbos.
Yeah, right. What? That's pronounced bimbo? Bimbo?
Of
Oh,
course.
bimbo.
Hi.
Huh. Bimbo, I like that. Gruppo Bimbo. How many of you collected Barbie dolls throughout the years? You can pull them all out and look at them. The changing of the shape. The legs get longer, the legs get shorter, the boobs get bigger, the boobs get smaller.
You have one of the original Barbies still in the attic.
Yeah. That's the life-size one, right?
Not telling.
Check. There we go.
Check. Check what?
Check. We haven't even served
Trying to
dinner
get the
yet.
voice working.
Oh.
Checking the voice. It's working.
Okay. Oh, yeah, look what time it is. My God, it's almost time to almost begin. A show that we don't know what we're doing. That's great. Okay, well, here we go.
J-Wheels!
Decapitated her Barbies. I.
Oh, a lot of girls do that.
Yeah.
They just pull the head off to see it's hollow. Then they grow up.
Yeah. They're going to do a
Boys did that
cartoon
to the
strip
G.I.
of...
Joes, but then it was war wounds.
What? What?
I said, boys did that to the G.I. Joes, but then it was war wounds.
Oh, yeah.
Punk rip the heads off and then they make little earrings out of them.
We didn't have G.I. Joes when I was a kid. We had the girl next door. We just had sex with her. That was good enough for us. I don't know.
Play doctor.
Exactly. Yeah. So apparently they're doing a cartoon show on Mitt Romney. It's called Captain LBO. Yeah. But the good news is, you know, if he's president, he'll be able to sell the entire country to Asia, and we can all leave. So.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. I love it. Yeah. And what's this? I mean, how many people were worried about a hurricane named Isaac? I mean, Katrina, now that's something else. That's a Russian. Yeah. That's a girl and a Russian girl that's pissed off. You don't want to met Isaac, you know? Like Isaac Stern. I think I'll play the violin. So Isaac Newton. I'll watch the water come in. I mean, there's no Isaac that's going to do anything. You kidding?
From Love Boat. All right.
Yeah, right. I mean, Isaac's not a real hurricane. And how do we get to Isaac? It's the beginning of the year. Do they just go forward now? They don't round trip the beginning of the year? They just come along? Oh, Ann Romney.
They went through all of them while you weren't watching.
Yeah? Are you sure? They came this year already?
Yes.
I don't know. They used to start with the A's like in September. How do they get to the I's and it's not even September yet?
Global warming.
Guys have it.
There's no global warming. Are you kidding? And anyhow, if there is, we'll just make more air conditioners. Oh, yeah, yeah. Is everybody having fun? Oh, look at this. This is what happens with the shit computer. Did I just die?
Nope, we hear you.
We can still hear you.
This is. I shouldn't have used this. This is the last time I'm using this computer for this. This is really something else.
That's what you said last time.
Loud and clear, 5 by 5.
Yeah. So I think Syria and Greece should merge.
Okay.
That could get the Euro thinking differently. Yeah. Yeah, I see this also in the New York Times. Martha's Vineyards, the frugal way, on $5,000 per dinner per night.
Oh. Well, that's practically income.
Spend 6 days on Martha's Vineyards for just $600 and hope you don't get picked up for being a hobo. Hey, how many of you saw this, that Chevy said that they are going to stop making the Volt? Have you heard that? Did you all hear that?
No.
No.
They're cutting production back, not making it. Apparently they're coming out with it again in about 4 months. You can look this up, and they're going to name it the Revolt. I think I'm going to go on my other computer. Is that all right if I... Oh, you know what? We'll bring somebody up here. Let's bring Doc up here, and I'm going to relog on the other computer because this thing's a piece of junk. Are you kidding?
Okay.
This computer was put together by Steve Jobs, and I can't call him up to fix it. All right,
And
I'll
Doc
be right back.
Grun is
You're
on
on, Doc.
stage.
Take it away.
All right.
All right.
Good evening, everybody. As I was telling Lauren and those of you that were here, I just ordered a new desktop because I'm going to be doing some heavy graphics work, and I ordered a new desktop. And they always send you a bunch of stuff along with it, advertisements for other products that they sell. And we were talking earlier about companies that diversify. Okay, because Lexmark's not going to be selling printers anymore, or they're going to get into some other type of software, and IBM's doing a lot of things other than what they usually did. I got something here that I think is pretty interesting. It's from Microsoft, because they're trying to diversify also. A lot of competition out there. They have a new product, and these are, I'm going to read you the instructions. These are instructions for Microsoft's new TV dinner product. Okay? I think this is pretty cool. Okay, here we go. You must first remove the plastic cover. By doing so, you agree to accept and honor Microsoft rights to all TV dinners. You may not give anyone else a bite of your dinner, which would constitute an infringement of Microsoft's rights. You may, however, let others smell and look at your dinner and are encouraged to tell them how good it is. Now, if you have a PC microwave oven, insert the dinner in the oven. Set the oven using these keystrokes: mstv.din.//0.85 min at 5% .heat. Then ms/start.cook_din/yummy/yum-yum/go hot cook me. Okay, now
You got it.
if you have a Macintosh microwave oven, insert the dinner and press start. The oven will set itself and cook the dinner by itself. If you have a Unix microwave oven, insert the dinner, enter the ingredients of the dinner found on the package label, the weight of the dinner, and the desired level of cooking, and press start. The oven will calculate the time and heat and cook the dinner exactly to your specifications. Now, be forewarned that Microsoft dinners may crash, in which case your oven must be restarted. This is a simple procedure. Remove the dinner from the oven and enter ms.nodam.good/try again/crap. This process may have to be repeated several times. Try unplugging the microwave and doing a cold reboot. If this doesn't work, contact your oven vendor. The oven itself is obviously on the blink. Okay. Many users have reported that the dinner tray is far too big, larger than the dinner itself, having many useless compartments, most of which are empty. These are for future menu items. If the tray is too large to fit into your oven, you will need to upgrade your equipment. Dinners are only available from registered outlets, and only the chicken variety is currently produced. If you want another variety, call Microsoft Help, and they'll explain to you that you really don't want another variety. Microsoft Chicken is all you really need. Microsoft promises a dessert with every dinner after 2001. However, that version has yet to be released. Users have permission to get thrilled in advance. Now, Microsoft dinners may be incompatible with every other dinner in the freezer, causing your freezer to self-defrost. This is a feature, not a bug. Your freezer probably should have been defrosted anyway. So, those are instructions for Microsoft's TV dinner project, and I'm going to order some tonight. I'm going to go through a little bit of stuff in the news, and then I'm going to talk about a recent experience that I had, which I just want to share with you. And these are all true stories, okay? There is a Twitter trending about a woman in England who suffers from a very incurable disease, okay? Kim Ramsey, 44, has a medical condition which makes her feel constantly aroused. She has to endure up to 100 orgasms a day. Even the slightest pelvic movement on a train, in a car, doing domestic chores can trigger a climax. But the sheer volume has left her tired, in pain, and unable to have a normal relationship. She suffers from persistent genital arousal disorder, or PGAD. It should be EGAD, okay? Doctors believe the incurable syndrome was caused by an accident in 2001 when she fell down some stairs. Other women, she's quoted as saying, "Other women wonder how to have an orgasm. I wonder how to stop mine," she told the Sun recently. She first noticed the problem in 2008 after having sex with a new boyfriend. She said, "I had constant orgasms for 4 hours straight. My boyfriend thought he was Casanova. I didn't know how to tell him I had a dozen orgasms before he got my clothes off." Now, think about that, and imagine meeting this woman in a bar. Okay, think about that. "Hi there, I'm Doc. What's your name?" "Ah! I see. Come here often?" "Ooh, okay, I guess so. You want to get out of here?" I think even CatBoy could get lucky with that one, okay? Now, in Dover, Florida, a Hillsborough County man is accused of calling 911 to ask for female deputies to respond to his home for sexual gratification.
Oh.
Jail records show Joshua Basso was arrested Friday on 7 counts of making false 911 calls. He's being held on $3,500 bail. He admits to deputies he made the 7 calls to 911. He was arrested without incident. Jail records also show he was arrested in March of 2001 on charges of stalking and lewd and lascivious behavior. I think what we should do here to solve 2 problems is put this guy together with the woman, and we'd solve 2 problems right there. Okay? Now, in the country of Togo, I don't know where it is, don't ask me, the female wing of a civil rights group is urging Togo to stage a week-long sex strike to demand the resignation of the country's president. Women are being asked to start withholding sex from their husbands or partners as of Monday. Leader of the women's wing of the group, Let's Save Togo, said. She said the strike will put pressure on Togo's men to take action against President Gnasibi. Okay. We have many means to oblige men to understand what women want in Togo. Okay, I understand that their motto is, "Hell no, we won't blow." Okay, so there is that's one way to get the attention of a man. Now, a couple things that happened to me this week, and I go to the movies. Okay, I don't get out a lot, but I took my wife out to the movies. You know what really pisses me off at a movie theater? You go to the movies, you go to the concession counter, right? You smell that popcorn as soon as you hit the door, okay? They've just made a huge batch of popcorn. The machine is filled with it to the top. You ask for a big bucket of popcorn. They take that scoop, and they scoop it from the very top of the pile. And they put the stuff in there, and they put the butter in there, and you get to your chair, you sit down, and the first fucking thing you bite into is an unpopped kernel. Do these goddamn things defy gravity or what? Aren't they supposed to fall to the bottom of the jar? Okay? They're at the very top. You got a half-inch layer in your bucket of unpopped kernels, and it's taken from the top of the pile. That really pisses me off. Now, this is something that happened to me that really hits home, okay? Everybody has an innate fear of something. When I was younger, I had a fear, and I don't know if it has a name for it, probably it does, a fear of being late. I had this dream over and over and over again that I was in school, and I was walking down the hall, and I didn't know where I was supposed to be. And everybody kept asking me, "Where are you supposed to be? Where are you supposed to be?" And I didn't know. So
late. I thought you said laid.
Late.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, I have a fear of not getting laid now. Huh? Everybody's got fears, okay? And I think I've discovered the scariest fear in the world, okay? And I'm going to describe it for you, okay? Everyone's probably had it at one time or another. It's called Johnophobia, okay? It's that feeling of terror when you're at a friend's house, you've just taken a dump, flush the toilet, and the water starts coming up instead of going down. Your life flashes before your eyes. You start searching frantically around for a plunger, but they've hidden it so it wouldn't look bad for the party. So you quickly assess the room. Shower curtain? Nah, too long. Rolled up National Geographic? Damn, they hid the wastebasket, and this is the one with the naked women from Africa, too. Shit! Then you look around and you notice the wife's big fuzzy hairbrush. You start weighing the odds, watching the water level like a bomb disposal squad.
Oh, God.
Finally it slows, and it stops a quarter inch from the top. Now you're faced with leaving it, knowing that the next person's going to walk in and know you did this, or waiting for those blue scrubbing bubble thingies to dissolve the paper enough to break the log jam and drain, okay? You stand there with your heart racing, watching the water go down, down, down. It's down 3 inches. Good. Then it stops. Oh, bad. Now you're in the bathroom 15 minutes, 12 of which is having this near-death experience, right? So now comes the moment of truth, and we've all faced this, folks. Do you walk out and pray it goes down? Or do you risk it all and hit that plunger a second time and flush it? You reason the weakened condition of the toilet contents and the added pressure of 3.2 more gallons of water will solve your dilemma. Or it would cause a literal shitstorm of trouble for you and everybody one floor below playing boggle, right? You take a deep breath, and like choosing red wire, green wire to disarm the nuke, you pull down the handle. Time stands still. As you watch the rush of water flow in, you hear the toilet making protesting sounds. The water's coming up! Up! Then, as if God sent, it makes a horrible sound and drains with a large pop. You jump up screaming, yes! Like you just hit the big slot machine at Caesar's Palace. Fist pumping happy. You rejoin your group, knowing that nothing from this point on is going to ruin your day. And that, my folks, is my fear, and that is my time, and thank you so much for sharing it with me.
Oh, that was good. Let's give it up there. That's fantastic.
Jonophobia.
Yeah. Jonophobia. Well, this is great. This new computer is just wonderful. The key to come back to wherever I was doesn't work, but I can stay here and do whatever. Press a button. There we go. Hello, everybody. How you all doing? Look what I got next to me. I got a little doggy next to me. Oh. Yeah. So, how many of you remember George Carlin? Right?
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Just a few things from George Carlin. I always like to do a couple things from him from time to time. And by the way, we have Camera Sands coming on in less than 45 minutes. But here are a few from George Carlin. See if you remember this. I don't have pet peeves. I have major psychotic fucking hatreds. Think of how stupid the average person is and realize half of them are stupider than that.
Wow.
A house is just a place to keep your stuff while you go out and get more stuff.
That's right.
Have you ever noticed that their stuff is shit and your shit is stuff?
Totally.
I gotta get my shit.
I used to be Irish Catholic. Now I'm American. You know, you grow. If the Cincinnati Reds were really the first Major League Baseball team, who did they play?
The Cleveland Indians.
So,
And they won.
Is that right? But that would really be something for Bubblepop. That is one of his type of things. Honesty may be the best policy, but it's important to remember that apparently by elimination, dishonesty is the second best policy. If it's true that our species is alone in the universe, then I'd have to say that the universe's aim was rather low and settled for very little. There are 400,000 words in the English language, and there are 7 you can't say on television. What a ratio that is, 399,993 to 7. They must be really bad. How many of you know the 7 words? Come on, give me the 7 words.
Oh,
piss, fuck, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tits.
That's good.
I know my calling, goddamn.
All right. See them, motherfucker, cunt, tits, all things about girls like that. See, that's what's wrong.
It just rolls off the tongue. Shit, piss, fuck, cunt,
Yeah, the 7 words should be something like, he didn't pay the alimony, and he wasn't very nice. Right? Yeah, the very existence of flamethrowers proves that sometime, somewhere, someone once said to themselves, you know, I want to set those people over there on fire, but I'm just not close enough to get the job done. The reason I talk to myself is because I'm the only one whose answers I accept.
I know that feeling.
Just when I discovered the meaning of life, they changed it.
Change the goalpost.
Religion has convinced people that there's an invisible man living in the sky who watches everything you do every minute of every day, and the invisible man has a list of 10 specific things he doesn't want you to do. And if you do any of these things, he will send you to a special place of burning and fire and smoke and torture and anguish for you to live forever and suffer and burn and scream until the end of time. But he loves you. He loves you. And he needs money. And if it requires a uniform, it's a worthless endeavor. You know the good part about all those executions in Texas? Fewer Texans. Soft rock music isn't rock, and it ain't music. It's just soft. The IQ and life expectancy of the average American recently passed each other in opposite direction. Oh, welcome back. Half crazy. By and large, language is a tool for concealing the truth.
Okay.
Ever noticed that anyone going slower than you is an idiot, but anyone going faster is a maniac?
Yeah.
Isn't it a bit unnerving that doctors call what they do practice?
They bury their mistakes.
Right. I don't like to think of laws as rules you have to follow, but more as suggestions. Eventually, alas, I realized the main purpose of buying cocaine is to run out of it. I never joined the Boy Scouts. I don't trust any organization that has a handbook. And I would never want to be a member of a group whose symbol was a man nailed to 2 pieces of wood. Catholic, which I was until I reached the age of reason. Here's a bumper sticker I'd like to see. We are the proud parents of a child whose self-esteem is sufficient that he doesn't need us promoting his minor scholastic achievements on the back of our car. I love and treasure individuals as I meet them. I loathe and despise the groups they identify with and belong to. God bless the homicidal maniacs. They make life so worthwhile. I've never seen a homeless guy with a bottle of Gatorade. One great thing about getting old is that you can get out of all sorts of social obligations by just saying, I'm too tired.
Okay.
By the way, I'm going to call you up here half crazy soon. Maybe you can do something in voice here. Maybe. What year did Jesus think it was?
Good point.
This year in our Lord, our year of me.
Our year of me, yeah.
Mel Brooks would have done that. Our year of me. What a movie.
I can see that so easily.
The whole new Jesus story. Starring what's his name who did The Dictator. What's his name? What's that guy got?
Chaplin.
Yeah. What?
Oh, Chaplin.
Chaplin? The Dictator, the movie that just came out, not Chaplin.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the Sacha Baron Cohen. I'm thinking of The Dictator from 1938. Sorry about that.
Yeah, well, that puts you around Think's age. You sit up on the rafters with him.
Yeah, here I come. That's the retirement home up there, is it?
Yeah. One thing leads to another. Not always. Sometimes one thing leads to the same thing. Ask an addict. Property is theft. Nobody owns anything. When you die, it all stays here. The real reason we can't have the 10 Commandments in a courthouse, you can't post, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not commit adultery, and thou shalt not lie in a building full of lawyers, judges, and politicians. It creates a hostile working environment. bowling is not a sport because you have to rent the shoes. Atheism is a non-profit organization, P-R-O-P-H-E-T.
Non-profit.
Oh, very nice. Whoever did that. That was good. I'm always relieved when someone is delivering a eulogy and I realize I'm listening to it. Yeah, the reason they call it the American Dream is because you have to be asleep to believe it. Meow means woof in cat. Most people who have low self-esteem have earned it. Most people who work just hard enough not to get fired and get paid just enough money not to quit.
Yep.
So far, this is the oldest I've ever been. When you think about it, attention and deficit order makes a lot of sense. In this country, there isn't a lot worth paying attention to. I think. I am. Therefore, I am. I think.
Okay.
If the cops didn't see it, I didn't do it. Capitalism tries for a delicate balance. It attempts to work things out so that everyone gets just enough stuff to keep them from getting violent and trying to take other people's stuff. What was the best thing before sliced bread? May the forces of evil become confused on the way to your house.
Okay.
That's a good one.
And last, I have as much authority as the Pope. I just don't have as many people who believe it. So only half crazy. You want to get up here and do it a little bit? Yes, no, maybe. Just want to sit in the audience. Only half crazy. You're a good comedian. I don't know if she can do it on open mic because she usually does stream. But I just thought I'd ask her anyhow. And we have CatBoy coming up soon too, right, CatBoy?
Yep. I'm on my way.
And if there's anyone else, please notify me so that I can say I didn't look at my notifications later and I won't feel that bad. Did you say yes or no? I don't know. Come on up here, CatBoy. You come up.
All
and
right.
then if
I gotta
we get
figure
only
out how
half
to get
crazy.
it.
Look at this audience. Wow, I love all you guys. This is almost as good as the sex I've been having the last few weeks.
Well, it's better than the dress I'm wearing. This is a freebie mesh I got from Bear Rose.
Yeah.
Hey, hell of a shock.
Yeah, you ready? Okay.
Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready to roll. You were talking about George Carlin. I can't help but think, I really wish George Carlin was still alive today, because I can't help but wonder what he would think of the stuff that's out there right now. Like, what would you remember? He was ripping on bumper stickers. What would he think of those little stickers that people put on their minivans that show how many people are in the family? And it looks like these little figures, like there's the mama, the papa, the two kids, and whatever. He probably would have loved it. He would have thought, oh, there's someone who's bragging about how many people he's run over recently. Like the Red Baron's got that thing painted on the side. And Doc, getting into Doc Grunt, he was, Pathfinder mentioned, the fear of being late is called allegrophobia. Girls have a fear of being late, it's called being pregnant. By the way, I'm not totally on right now because I'm in a great deal of pain. I've been doing landscaping in my home for the past 4 days. And it hurts like an SOP. It really does. But
yeah, well, if you're doing it in the house, you've been making a mistake. You're supposed to do it outside in the yard.
The dirt goes outside. No.
Shovel and wood floor, not smart.
Okay, this is why I need to pay someone to do this for me. This is why I need to pay someone to do this for me. Oh, God. And I'm really reluctant to pull up all those weeds because they're the only thing green I have on my lawn anymore. Which makes it really awkward, when I'm yelling at teenagers, get off my lawn! And we'll get off it, old man, as soon as we can find it. You rotten little kids. It's summer. It's just working out there in the hot weather. You people love summer. I'm starting to falling out of love with it because it's just so unbearable. I mean, people like hiking. I don't understand hiking. For me, hiking is going for a walk where you get to pee. It's like, oh, I got to pee. Just go. You're already there. Anyway, I want to tell you a little joke I heard. It's about people with lovely names and whatnot. I want you to try to picture something from like Little Women, or who wrote those little Jane Austen novels? Like people are wearing little frilly dresses, or like Tendalia, Sue said. They're just trying to imagine a bunch of girls are sitting around, and they're in the little garden and everything. They had this wonderful little prim home and all this stuff, and they're all wearing frilly dresses, and they'll decide, oh, let's go to Father and ask him how we all got our names, our lovely names. So they go up to Father and they go, Father, how did I get my name? Asks the first daughter, and the father goes, well, daughter, Rose, you got your name when we were taking you out for a walk in the garden shortly after you were born, and a rose petal had blown through the air and it fell on your head. And from then on, your name was Rose. And then the second daughter came along. And she said, oh, Father, how did I get my name? Oh, Lily. Well, same thing. We were taking you for a walk through the garden one day, and a lily was blowing through the air, and it hit you in the head. And from then on, your name was Lily. And then the third daughter went, the father said, shut up, Cinderblock. Go back to the attic and eat your fish heads. Okay, I want to talk about what's in the news. Did you hear about this thing in the news? They did the scientific study, which I think is probably a load of bollocks, and that is, they did a study on young kids, adolescents, smoking marijuana, and if you smoke marijuana, you will have a lower IQ. Now, did somebody manage to catch the catch in this, or the little blurb that they forgot to add in the story? Like, kids smoking marijuana, lower IQ. It was the part that most people forgot to mention. You got to smoke this stuff 4 times a day, every single day, for this to happen. Now, I'm thinking, my bullshit detector is saying there's a little bit of deflection going on here. The story isn't really about how low their IQ is. Who the hell's got all this weed? Seriously, I'm from Canada. It's legal up here. Well, it's not really legal. I mean, it's like, okay, where you live in the States, jaywalking is illegal. But when was the last time you got busted for it? I mean, to get busted for jaywalking, you got to be such an asshole. You probably deserve it. All right, now Canada, to get busted for smoking weed, you got to be smoking up in a police cruiser, which you stole to go for a joyride in. Okay, that's the only way you could really get busted for it. So, when I'm thinking, if these kids are smoking like 4 times a week, the real story here is not how marginally lower the IQ is. The real story here is a bunch of kids smoked all the damn weed, because I'm pretty lucky. I mean, in Canada, if it's legal here, I'm lucky if I could smoke it 4 times a month, not 4 times a day. So somewhere in the States, there's 2 kids that said, we smoked all the weed, man! We smoked all the weed! Yeah, but if everyone's gonna find out we smoked all the weed, they're gonna be really angry! What are we gonna do? We gotta tell them we did it for a noble reason. Great! What? Scientific research? Great! What was the conclusion? We're dumber now? Sold! I'll buy it! That's what I think of this. And that's my thing for tonight. There's one other thing. But there was just one other thing. Did anyone remember, this was the recent anniversary of, oh gosh, what was her name? The lady that did the cooking, the British lady. She talked like this. She was a bit crazy. Hey! Julia Child. It was her birthday. I believe it was, if she were still alive, it would have been like her 90th birthday. I miss and I adore this woman. I saw her on PBS when she was a little bit drunk. Just a little, her 100th birthday. She was a little bit drunk, and she was doing this thing where she was trying to do caramelized onions, and she couldn't help it. It says, today we're going to learn how to caramelize caramelize till it's all gooey. And then she just moved on from that. She did that constantly. It was beautiful. It's all gooey. They stick it in the oven. Put it in the refrigerator until it's cold. Till it's frozen. No, shut up, Cinderblock. And that's it for tonight.
Oh, that was great. Wow, way to go.
Okay.
Way to go. Here we are. So we got 25 minutes and nobody else willing to do crap, right, for the next time.
Curses you Canadians and your tasty bacon that make me crave it fortnightly.
We try not to crap in public.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The same try means you occasionally fail.
Yeah.
It's gumbo without effects.
You know, in order to maintain a healthy level of sanity in first life, some things I suggest at lunchtime: sit in your parked car with sunglasses on and point a hairdryer at passing cars. See if they slow down.
Yeah.
This thing is K-band.
Yeah, if you're in the office, just page yourself over the intercom. Use your regular voice. See what people think.
Lauren Whalen to the front office, please.
Exactly. In the memo field. Yeah, page your second life person.
Lauren Whalen to the front office, please.
In the memo field of all your checks, write for cocaine.
Love what Robin Williams said. Cocaine is just a sign you got too much damn money.
Yeah. When you're out at a restaurant somewhere and they come over and you ask if you want water, sparkling, or tap, or whatever, just say, no, I'd like diet water. Do you have any?
Oh, Joe, they might have it. I'll show you up.
Yeah. When you're driving through the drive-thru at McDonald's or something and you get through with the order, you say, oh, and by the way, that's a to-go order.
No, I'm going to drive the car into the restaurant.
Yeah.
Smash.
Yeah. You know, you have a friend having a big party or something, and 5 days before the party, just say, you know, I really won't be able to make it. I have a headache.
For 5 days. Girls can get away with that one.
Back out of the drive-thru like old George. You've done that? Yeah, that's why you're in Second Life.
I'm anticipating a bit.
Right.
I'm sorry, I have to wash my hands.
Yeah. Next time you're at the zoo, start running towards the parking lot yelling, run for your lives! They're loose! They're loose!
Oh my God! I heard that comedian did that, the one that was on Taxi. He actually paid 50 actors to have people run through the zoo at the LA Zoo going, oh my God, the fucking lions loose! Everybody run for their lives!
You know how much I would cost them in legal bills today?
I know.
That's why they were running.
Flash Zoo Mob. Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Over dinner one night, just turn to your children and say, due to the economy, we're going to have to let one of you go.
I'm going to outsource it.
We can bring a little Chinese kid in.
Now that was a good one.
We're making a reduction in the sibling workforce.
Next time you're at CVS or Walgreens, pick up a box of condoms, go to the counter and ask, do you have a fitting room?
I'm just going to get extra large and pray for the best.
Yeah. By the way, does anybody know where the last bottle of whiteout is?
We're being guarded.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it's incredible. Oh, by the way, the Streamies are back again this year. You know that. That's what we never win. But they're back. All right. Yeah. Anybody else have something they want to do up here or whatever, so I don't forget all of you guys, and you don't say, gee whiz, I said to you I wanted to be up here, and you didn't let me know, and, you know, we have time tonight. Let's see. Is that Orchid wants to get up here? Is that right? She's got a text messaging me. Maybe she wants to be up here tonight. You never know. Hello.
There's Tara Lynn.
Tara Lynn wants to get up.
Tara Lynn's in. All right.
You ready, Tara Lynn? You want to get up here, Tara Lynn? No?
Not tonight, thanks.
Not tonight. She's working on stuff.
Not tonight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I was without a computer for 3 weeks. I can see I was missed.
Yeah, well, I wasn't here. I wasn't here either, so how could I miss you? Yeah. Yeah, so I was in a sim the other day. You know, this happens to me all the time. This guy came up to me, hitting on me, so I turned on voice and said, I just want to hug your neck with the back of my knees. Boy, was he gone.
Oh, yes. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. I still love that a bunch of guys, this is what's going on. This is one of the reasons that you understand what's happening in this company. Because a bunch of guys got together like 20, 30 years ago and had a great idea for this company. They said, oh, we're going to be able to get women, we're going to be rich, we're going to, what are we going to name the company? Let's go with Microsoft. Yeah, right. That's a real womanizer.
That'll get you laid.
We'll sell TV dinners.
Yeah. I heard Apple has filed suit against Macintosh apples for product design and. You know, if Samsung's smart to just get together with the other agents and say we ain't making any more of their shit. Or just put in a little kicker in all the Apple phones. So you turn around and goes, "Hi, this is Bill Gates from Microsoft. Welcome." Yep.
Oh, Lauren, I got one for you.
Yes, what's that?
Oh, because of Apple that won their lawsuit, they said anything with rounded edges is going to have to be copywritten, so your suppositories are going to look like Lego bricks from now on.
Yeah, well, you realize the problem that it's posing for prophylactics, right? I mean, that's the whole thing is ridiculous, you know. But I'll bet you if you'd asked the jury how many of them owned Apple stock, they all did. Nobody asked that. Yeah. Yeah. So anyhow, you know, I come into Second Life to forget about real life problems, right? Things like rent, electricity.
How bad your Facebook stock is taking.
Car payments. You know, I think the banks are doing a good job. You know, they keep saying that they won't lend the little people money. That's smart. They shouldn't be lending us fucking money. We don't know what to do with it. We just go spend it. There's a little Greek in all of us, right? Yeah. Yeah. So how many of you react emotionally to gestures and expressions and movements of other avatars? You know? Yeah. 57% said they do. 43% disagreed. They said they just walk through me.
Aw, that's mean.
Yeah. You know what STD in Second Life is, right? Carpal tunnel syndrome. Yeah. Gotta ask the person, you have any STDs? Yeah. Got carpal tunnel syndrome. Oh, you'll do it? You want to get up here? Myth, you've got, now, this can't be just reading something. You gotta have some comedy. You got some comedy for us? Yeah?
Yeah, I got some comedy for you.
You got some comedy? All right, we'll get some comedy up here. We 18 minutes till we get to Tamara. You get up here. Everybody gets a chance to be up here. Please stand right over here. This is where they throw the tomatoes, okay?
Yeah, everyone get your throw arm attached.
What happened to me?
I got mine.
All right.
Yeah.
Where did I go?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone got your pie throwing attachments on.
You're on stage. Don't worry about it. Myth.
Hey.
Yeah,
Turn
and
around.
of course, thank Lauren for the person that 100% least likely to actually have a voice that sounds like their avatar. There you go. Thank you very much there, Lauren. Appreciate that very much. Oh, yes. I tell you what, though, he does have a sexy voice, though, doesn't he? That's like,
Who's he? What are you talking about, he?
Yeah, he, she, he. I don't know. If I tell you what, the only sound that I really heard, you know, when first time I ever saw Lauren, of course, and I was sitting there walking by, and you know, it's the first thing, you know, in the guy's mind, you know, when you see somebody like that, you go, oh my god! It's like, wow. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the movie Spaceballs. You know, it's like, oh my god, the princess is a base. Jeez. So there you have it. Thank you so much for Lauren. You're too good. You know, we were talking about driving. You know, I mean, I tell you what, I'm not the very best driver in the world. I've gotten quite a few tickets here the other day. Let me tell you about a story about how I got in some legal trouble here the other day. I was, of course, you know, I was sitting there trying to change the radio, and you know, I was swerving all over the road, of course. Well, I finally get the old one taken out to put the other one in, and I hear this like behind me in the background. It's going. Well, I guess I shouldn't make fun of the policeman's speech impediment. Anyway.
Poor guy.
And he says, can I see your license and registration? And so I handed my wallet. It said, please take it kindly out of the wallet, please. It's like, oh crap! And of course, sure enough, the snake pops up in my face.
Okay. Oh no.
And he asked me, so son, why you know, of course I live down here in Texas, you know. Said, sure, so son, why are you in such a hurry? It's like I go to the hospital. It's like I don't. And he said, well, what's the problem? I said, well, my mom's reduced. My mom is dying from reducing pills. And it's like, I don't see anybody sitting next to you. It's like, oh my God, it's too late. Yeah, that's something you never do when you try to get so eventually I get into jail, and of course this was when I was younger. This is not actually
last week.
Yes, in a world where no one actually looks like their avatar, I do. Yes, I am 8 feet tall. Of course, you know when this happened. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, but actually, when this happened, of course, I was a little bit younger. You know, I get put in this cell, you know, with this really scary guy. And, you know, I had to admit I was really scared because that's the first time I was ever been in jail. Well, at least not without my family. But anyway, when I tried to... Yeah, right. But anyway, so I see this other guy, you know, and he's a big dude, of course. You know, he puts a cigarette in his mouth, you know. I flip it out of there and said, don't you smoke that in here? It's like, why? It's like, because I said so. It's like, what are you, some kind of health nut or something? It's like that. It's like, well, I don't know. I mean, when it comes to my health, I think my body is a temple. Well, or at least is a relatively well-managed Presbyterian youth center. So he said, you better pick that up now. And I said, no. And he said, if you don't, I'm going to wipe the floor with you. And I said, well, if you do, you'll be sorry. And he said, why? I said, well, you know, you won't be able to get in the corners very well. So, you know, at this point, the guy comes over there and he grabs a hold of my neck, and I'm thinking, oh, God, if you'll just please, this one time get me out of this. I'll go to church every Sunday. I'll never do all the bad things that I've done the rest of my life. Just please get me out of this. And all of a sudden, I hear the deputy come up with the keys, and it's like, hey, you. Yeah, your mom has just made bail. And I said, God, thanks anyway. So I go before the judge, and of course, you know, eventually, you know, it's taking forever waiting for the lawyer, you know, and he said, well, what are you doing here, eating in here? This is a court of law. And I said, well, this is a court of slaw. Well, I don't know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you. Hey, this isn't as easy as it looks, folks, let me tell you. I mean, it's not like I can go off my looks like Carly can, you know, obviously. Thank you very much. But anyway, yeah, but, you know, the thing is, you know, and of course I pled guilty, which is the last time you know, because I took advice from the lawyer, but that's the last time I listened to a prosecuting attorney. So I started talking to the judge about sentencing, and he says, you know, it's like, well, maybe I can give you some community service. And that's like, community service, what's that? And he said, well, you know, where you do something to help the community, you know, help spend some time helping the mentally advantaged, for example. It's like, so would that mean that I get time served here?
Oh, that would not help.
Yes. And just remember, folks, anytime that you really think that you're smart is probably not the best time to be doing it for the judge. But hey, thanks so much, Carly, for and everybody else for having me up here. So
yeah, Greg, fantastic.
Right.
That was
work.
fantastic. Whoa, good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, welcome back, everybody. Don't look at my ass when you walk off stage, okay? Hey, look at everybody who's out here tonight. What a great crowd. I was just looking out here, and I see Bevan down there, and look, I see Poe, and I see a lot of people. Magic comes all the time. Charlize is here. Yep, we got a lot of great people. Yeah, right. He does. He had a good voice, didn't he? Yeah. So I asked some people what they do.
Is in the house.
Yeah, she's here. She's on in 10 minutes, too, which is really cool. And Aisha's here, who helps put everything together. She's got a great club, too. But, so I asked, what would you do if Second Life closed? You know, I decided to ask some people. One of my friends said she'd finally go into Photoshop and find all the shit that she's lost. She doesn't know what she named. Yeah, someone else said they'd learn to drive. Yeah. I'd have to send in, like, to Second Life, I'd have to send it to Linden Labs. You know, if you're closing, can I get my kid and my wardrobe out of here, please? Could you just send it to me? Can I give you a forwarding address? Yeah. Yeah, I love calling up concierge service when I used to be a member there. Call them up and go, yeah, I'm having some problems. What's your Second Life name? Lauren Whalen. Is that L-O? No, it's Lauren. Yeah. So I'm thinking of having a pixel peel. I've been in here so long. This is going to be like 7 years or something, or 8, whatever it is. No, 6 years? 6 years. 6 years. October 1st. Wow. What a long time to be doing this. Yep. By the way, if any of you get, you know, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, something from Amazon, and you know, they don't seem very appreciative of it, you know, here's a line you can use. You can just say, well, it looked more expensive online.
It looked more expensive.
Yeah. Yeah. Guys, you can always do this. Here's a line for you. You just go, will you do me the favor of being my next wife? Yeah. So there are 18 million active accounts in Second Life, and they're all playing Zynga. I never got that Farmville thing. Did anybody get the Farmville thing? You know, hell, I said this earlier. I live in a city. I don't want a fucking farm, okay? I want to go down to the store and buy corn. Done, ready, okay? I don't want to know about digging the earth and all that stuff, all right? And I'll tell you, if it's not organic when it goes in, I promise you it's organic when it comes out. Yeah. Gotta love it. Gotta love the whole thing about life. So, I don't know how. I'm going to let Tamara set up, even though it's early, because the last time it took a little longer than usual. So, Tamara, you can get up on stage. I'm going to do the rest of it from down here. That way you have the stage to get it together. Yeah, this is a public place. What is that? Somebody's sending me a public place. Do you realize you're standing with my boyfriend? Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's being sent here. All right, I'm out of that. I don't read all that stuff. I don't know. Yeah, and you're standing in bed with him, right? So, yeah. The other day I looked at the top right of my screen. You know, it tells you how many lindens it has. Said I was out of dollars. Yeah. You stay in Second Life too long, it gets a little flashing new, but on top goes, get a job. How many of you ever told your parents what they spent all that education money on? Second Life, so you could play it here. Yeah. I'll tell you. You ever look at your first life avatar and think, I need to go into appearance and slide bar left? Yeah. And I saw a couple arguing over some giant XXX parts here in Second Life once, and she was saying no, and he was saying, but honey, you'll love the HUD. You know, wouldn't it be great? You know, you're having sex in First Life, and your partner goes, wow, that was great. Yeah, new HUD. Yeah. Yeah. Some of you have your moms here in Second Life. That's going to be hard. You can't wear short, skimpy skirt like I'm wearing right now, can you? Yeah. You know, I had to give up jogging because the ice kept falling out of my glass. You know, they say some are from Venus and some are from Mars. And as you notice, Curiosity is on Mars. Yeah. Yeah, so this guy was at the doctor, and the doctor said, it seems your weight is just perfect. You just happen to be 3 feet too short. Yeah. Boy. How many email accounts you all have? Now Microsoft's got a new one. It's called pleasecomeback.com. You notice Apple didn't even sue them over their phone. They said, who gives a shit? Nobody's using it. Yeah. Actually, those little tiles they have on the Microsoft phone, doesn't that remind you when you used to slide the tiles to try to spell the word or the name or whatever it was? You had to slide them all to get them right. Yeah, that puzzle game, right. Yeah. So, I don't know. I tell you, it's a heck of a time. So we've got a couple of minutes, and of course, you guys have to, if you haven't heard Tamara, you have to hear her, and if you've heard her, you definitely want to hear her, and of course, Jay Wheel's going to tell us when everything's running. We got time, but when he says so, we're going to just switch right over to, you've heard, yeah. And okay, she's setting everything up. Let me take a look around the room first and thank everybody. We still have a little bit of time, but I want to make sure to thank everybody. I've been gone for a little while. There's Bart. Oh, Bart's in the room. Bart plays guitar, so you got to make sure you see him. There's Adele. She runs First Word, which is, first word is shit. No, I'm joking. No, not what you do. I'm just being ridiculous, okay? And yeah, there's Aisha. She runs an island of music and what have you. So just check on her. Oh, you're ready anytime. All right, let me just go through it. Bevan is here. Bevan does an awful lot of things in Second Life. I just can't even keep up with all of them and First Life, but she can tell you what she does. And and there's, as I said, Charlize, and there's Dr. Fran is here. Dr. Fran designs her own clothing, by the way. Doesn't wear it, but she does design it. And Julie is here. Look at Julie is here. And Jasmine. Oh gosh, I can't get through everybody. I'm not gonna get through. Subliminal, you're here too. Whoa, good to see you. White Queen is here. She comes best dressed. Yep. Pearly is here. If just look for where 4 or 5 guys are standing around, you'll find her. She's over where they are. And that's enough of that. We're ready to go when you are. Hey, you ready, Jay Wills? You want to click it in?